Perez Hilton claims that he got assaulted by will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas over the weekend. Okay, he was partying after the Much Music Video Awards in Toronto when Fergie approached him and said, look, why are you writing all these negative things about us on your website, right? Apparently, Fergie kind of laced into him a little bit, but nothing too big. And then will.i.am got involved. So will.i.am was basically saying, you better stop writing this crap about us on your website. We don't like it, yada, yada, yada. And then that's when Perez Hilton says that he got assaulted by will.i.am and his security guards.
Now, he says will.i.am basically orchestrated it and blames him for it, but the manager actually hit him, okay?
Right.
Which he's going to explain. The first video we have is of Perez Hilton introing what happened here. So let's check out the first couple of minutes. This video lasted over 11 minutes of Perez ranting, but here's the part that begins to explain.
I have 10 million plus people that visit my website every day. I don't need press. I don't need publicity. I don't need or want this. I didn't ask for this. I didn't deserve this. I like writing about other people's drama. I don't want drama in my own life. So Sunday, yesterday, at the Much Music Awards, I was presenting and I did a skit with the Jonas Brothers. Before that happened, the Black Eyed Peas performed on the live show. One member of their entourage shouldered me. He passed by me, there was a lot of people walking, and he aggressively went like, you know, like a very macho, aggro thing. Later that night, as I was being interviewed, several media outlets asked me, Perez, was there any gossip from the awards show you can share? And I said, well, not much, although I did have one aggro moment from a member of the Black Eyed Peas' entourage who shouldered me and pushed me. But, you know, I brushed it aside. I never thought that something would escalate from that. After the awards were over, I went to an after party at Ultra, where once again Fergie saw me and came up to me and said, hey, Perez, you know, man, I thought we were so cool. And I said to her, listen, you know, it's all silly. And I think I can be objective. And when you hit a home run, I will applaud you for that. And when you released your solo album, that was amazing. It was a great album. And I gave you props for that. And you deserved it. Like, I can't believe people are getting this upset about me not liking their music or me saying Fergie's fugly or whatever.
Yeah, wait a minute. That's different.
Then will.i.am did this blog, and not only did he lie,
okay, all right.
but
This is where I get bored.
Fergie came up to him and told.
All right, so let's get this right. First, they do this aggro thing. Anybody know what aggro is?
Yeah, I don't know what aggro is.
Aggro, okay, all right. So I don't either. Secondly, why is Perez doing this in a Khalid Sheikh Mohammed T-shirt? Like, what's with the big,
How often did you stare down and look at his chest hair? Hey, you can't help it. It's very engaging.
Right,
it's like, look at me.
I have a shirt like that. I never wear it in public, okay, let alone when blogging, video blogging. Because, if you think Perez is hairy, you wait till you get a load of this, right? Anyway, then Fergie she's like, oh, he thinks that Fergie's pissed about what she said about her album. Maybe she is, I don't know. But it might be more to do with the fact that you called her fugly.
Yeah,
right.
He always makes fun of the way she looks.
Right, but look, all the Fergies and the will.i.ams, they gotta calm down about Perez. I know he's got a lot of readers, so it's relevant in that way. Mm-hmm. But what are you gonna do? You're gonna fight him?
Yeah.
For making fun of you? Come on. Then you look even dumber. You look sillier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't go into his wheelhouse. So then apparently will.i.am comes up to him, and then the drama increases. Now Perez is getting real worked up. Earmuff the kids. Here comes Perez Hilton.
You know what? I don't need to respect you, and you're a fag. You're gay, and stop being such a faggot. And then I knew it was going to set him off.
That's what he said to will.i.am.
I didn't want to get into a fight with this person. So I left. We leave. We leave the club, and as soon as we leave, there's will.i.am again outside of the club. He followed us outside. Then his manager, Polo, whom I have met before, from behind comes up to me, clocks me in the eye right here, and punches me 2 or 3 times. I am in shock. I just did not know what to do. I touched my eye, and it was bleeding. I see my fingertips, and I'm bleeding. I think my eye might be falling out of my head. I'm in shock. I'm carried away. Everyone's trying to avoid a scene. I'm thinking worst case scenario. I didn't know what was happening. I still am in shock, and nothing like this has ever happened before. It is unacceptable, and talk about unprofessional. And will.i.am, fuck you, because you fucking lied, you fucking motherfucker. You know very well, and I know very well, and God knows it was not a random fan that hit me. And Polo, you're shameful, you're disgusting, you are subhuman, and you know what, motherfucker? will.i.am, I would have had more respect for you if you hit me yourself. You're a coward. So after this happened, we leave, and we go back to the hotel, and will.i.am followed us to the hotel, which is where they were also staying. At this point, I'm freaking out. Why did they just follow us outside of the club? I'm attacked, I'm bleeding, and they're following us back to the hotel. I'm thinking, oh my God, this person just hit me. What if something else happens? I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. I did what should be done when someone is assaulted and when you're in fear of your safety. I called the police. Even though Gaga had a bodyguard, what if one of these people had a gun and came and wanted to do something else? So I called 911, I spoke to the police, and they explained to me that, they would try to make it, but that there were actual emergencies going on. But I was in fear for my safety, and I had been assaulted. And if you are a victim of violence, speak out, because no one deserves that. Violence is never the answer. I could have told will.i.am, I hope he dies. I could have told him, I hope Fergie sits on a stick and impales herself. I could have said anything I wanted. That was not an excuse for their manager to attack me. So when the police are taking their time and they're not coming, I'm freaking out. I took to Twitter because I was in shock and I felt helpless. And that was my very public cry for help. And to all of those people who expressed concern and who called the police, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because I am a human being, and no one deserves to be treated that way. And you know what? I may not do something that makes everyone happy or proud, but I would never hurt someone like that. And I did not deserve what happened to me. Fuck you, you fucking coward. Fuck you both. I have lost all respect for all of you and the Black Eyed Peas. And Fergie, you're fugly bitch.
Oh my God, what a dramatic ending. Look. The guy's right. I mean, you don't come and hit somebody in the face, obviously, right? But he does such over-drama of the whole thing that you can't help but lose him at some point. My eye almost fell out of my head. No, it didn't. Your eye's exactly where it was before. You got sucker punched, and yeah, you got a cut under your eye. That sucks, and you should, prosecute that guy for it. No question. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it was so unprofessional. Okay, was it professional when you called will.i.am a faggot? Was that professional? Was that? I mean,
I called him gay, and I called him a faggot. Well, good for you.
Like he sees that as perfectly normal, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he antagonizes everybody, and that's fine, and that doesn't mean you get to hit him. I agree with him on that, obviously, right? But he seems so shocked that people are actually antagonized, that somebody would ever do something about it.
Right.
Like, does he not live in this world that sometimes when somebody gets, calls you a bad word, that other guy might react poorly in a physical manner?
Right.
Like, he shouldn't, but it's not outside of the realm of possibility. And I agree with him. If will.i.am's going to hit him, he should have hit him and not his manager, right? But probably will.i.am wasn't going to hit him, and then the manager got carried away.
Right.
And for which he should be arrested for assault and go through the usual stuff. But Perez calling will.i.am a coward ain't going to help the situation, because you're now egging him on to do something else, right? Because you're saying you were a coward, and if you were going to do it, you should have done it yourself. In which case, you're wondering, is he going to? And then the little details, And then when the police wouldn't come, I had to go to Twitter.
Right. I know. You didn't have to go to Twitter.
Yeah.
In my mind, if I was in that situation, okay, the last thing I would think about is updating my Twitter account. That's the last thing I would think about. If someone just clocked me and I felt like my eyeball was about to fall out of its socket. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. I gotta get my sidekick out. Gotta.
Hey, after somebody went aggro on me, I don't think I'd be thinking about Twittering it out. They're getting hit 2 or 3 times. I'm not sure I believe that either. But he clearly got hit once, so what difference does it make?
Right.
So, all right. So everybody here is at fault because one, Fergie, leave it alone, right?
Right.
See?
God.
Now give me Perez. Okay, not quite as bad, but that's sure shipping a little too low. Now, I'm a bad man, okay? Don't go aggro on me. I'm just pointing out things that I see. So Fergie shouldn't have gone up to him. will.i.am shouldn't have gone up to him. Perez shouldn't have called him a faggot for no apparent reason.
Right.
And obviously the manager did the worst thing. He shouldn't have hit him. And then Perez shouldn't have Twittered it out, and he shouldn't have gone ballistic like that. Oh, my God! Okay, I got you, Perez. I got you. Take it easy, man.